Good morning, everyone. Well, today we're back with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And we are on day 16, and Jessica Michaels is our sketch artist today. Her sketch is just a super cute sketch. It's got two pictures, probably like a 3x4. And it says boo, and it's got some ghosts over here and a spider here, and she's got some banners hanging here and some spatty bits in the background like somebody was carving pumpkins and threw a little around. But anyhow, hers is really cute. Mine is gonna look creepy. And it's like, I just had to do this sketch. I love it just the way it is. I didn't want to change anything about it, so I didn't want it to be anything but Halloween. And so anyhow, I have these pictures of my oldest granddaughter and her boyfriend, and they're supposed to be, she's supposed to be It from the movie It, and her name is Pennywise in the movie, and his name is, what, I wrote it down, Georgie. So anyhow, these are what I'm doing. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. Oh, my paper that I'm using is Bewitched by Hocus Pocus. And anyway, I'm going to be using like this kind of twine to make my banner. I've cut out my letters. I'm going to call it It. And I use the same ones that I used for Boo in my last little embellishment. And then I've got like scraps, like this one looks like rust and orange, or maybe it looks dirty, and it almost, this kind of looks like actually a leaf here. So and then I've got black, orange, or black, yellow, this shade of green, yellow, and purple. Except for I am going to, now usually you don't see me doing too many like inked edges, but I'm gonna be inking everything. I did a little sampling here to see how they were gonna look, and I'm gonna curve them up a little bit. I also inked around the balloon. I know in the movie the kid keeps seeing the balloon, and I know it's a clown, and it's like I may have seen it back in the day, but I don't remember. If I watched it, I blocked it from my mind. And yeah, and I would like to say I would prefer not to see it or even reference it, because I don't know how Stephen King sleeps at night. That's what I have to say about that. So I'm gonna be pretty much doing everything just like that. Oh, and this looks like it has, maybe it's got like little wavy lines, yeah, when you turn it. But it's kind of a purple, and this side looks like this, just so you know. Okay, so the colors are gonna be all kind of like really dingy looking Halloween colors, with the exception of the one red balloon, because I think that's maybe the creepy part of it. I don't know. And let's see. She has her title overlapping it, so I'm going to do the same. So, excuse me, I might have to go get a drink. So I'm going to have it up here so that there's just enough room for the It. I know my scrappy friend, when we would be at her house and her granddaughter and grandson were there, it's like they would be watching scary movies, and this was the scariest movie to them. I remember that. And if you showed them a clown, they would actually shiver. It was so funny. I had made a bunch of these fabric labels. I don't know if I've shown them or not, but I used to print them on my printer until I broke my printer. It was rough on my printer. And I was showing them, they wanted to see what I had made. And I was showing them the different things. And I had done these clouds, and I said, or clowns. And they said, well, what one's that one? I said, oh, you don't want to see it. This is the scariest ever. And I showed them, and they both went, ah. It was hilarious. They still laugh about it when I talk to them, and they're adult now. So funny. Okay, so yep, I got them in the right direction because I wanted the balloon over here. You can't see her balloon very good. And this one, the balloon's totally out of it. It looks like she's got a ghost on her shoulder. They must have been at a Halloween party. But anyhow, I put the part of these up on dimensionals because when it overlaps the picture, I put a mat around the picture just to kind of define it. Even though it's black, I think it just kind of defines it better. Kind of, you don't see a blend from the picture to the page or whatever. So, okay, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue down here. Now hopefully I can spell this right, because you know sometimes I'm not paying good enough attention when I'm doing a project, and then it's like, oh, Terry spelled it wrong. Okay, and I want this to be like that, so this needs to be about here. Okay, and this about here. I probably got it too much to the right, but oh well. This is how it is now. It's glued. Okay. Okay, so it's it. And then I've cut these off and put little knots in the end. And I've kind of made a template, but I think it's always a little too curved every time I've made probably 3 templates today trying to get one that kind of looks right, but I think it's maybe still too curved. But hers is a little more straight, but I'm gonna go with this. Where is it? Well, it might be close to this. Okay, so I'm gonna actually use that to make my glue mark, and I'm gonna lay out one and do it, and then after that I'm gonna pause and do the rest of them. So that's my, you know what, I actually have a glue pen, but I don't know if it would work as good as this glue. So okay, so I'm gonna start with that. But I figured to watch all this would be pretty boring, so I figured if I just did one. I think it's fun to sketch, and I hope somebody does it as cute as what her sketch is, because mine is going to be dark. Even though he's hilarious because he looks like he's pretending to be frightened, and she's doing some goofy smile. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so I think that's good there. And then I'm gonna glue down the first ones, and then after that, let's see, I'm gonna start with this one, maybe black, yellow, maybe like that. So I'm gonna use like 5 different colors and kind of alternate. Sorry, I had to take a phone call, and then it actually hung up, so much for that. Okay, and I'm just gonna glue it. I'm gonna kind of leave the bottom unglued. and start here. And the background paper, it's kind of a dark, I want to say like a midnight blue, and it's got the like squiggly lines in it. And then I have this purple, it's close to that color. It's really a dark purple. I got some embellishments pulled, and I might kind of tuck those in different places, but I really haven't decided exactly where yet. Okay. And then this one is going to go like this. So again, I'm going to, it actually layers right over top of the other one. And so I'm going to actually take it from here and then go down to here. Let's see, it's got to be almost up to this. Well, not that much even. Okay. So again, I'm gonna draw the line, and then I'll just pause and be back when I got all the strings and the banners on to finish doing the rest of it. But that way you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. And I don't know if you want to see this one, maybe. So I'm just gonna put it right over the banners. I got a little bit too much glue there. Okay. Now I tied little knots, but this string doesn't seem like it needs it. And if I feel like I need to cut this end off, I will. But I might need it to glue, you know, for the end banner, and then I'll just put more glue. But I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'll be back in, well, a second to you. Okay, I'm back. Now she had hers kind of separated more. Maybe her pictures were a little smaller, so I got to where I was separating them a little more, and then I could hardly make it to the end and still keep the little banners on the bottom. But I did. And so that's what I've got. I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, and then I had taken this balloon die and actually die cut it 6 times, so it's kind of like chipboard. And I thought it would be, you know, having it a little thicker than just putting the dimensionals underneath there, or, you know, sturdier. Okay, and I've used wax. What is it? It's this wax. I forget what it's called, but it's like a wax string. And I'm gonna overlap the picture just a little bit. And I'm gonna leave this, I think, as long as it will just kind of stay there. I left the end a little long on it. I see hers has a little bit of a tail on it too, so I kind of left it. And if it seems like it's going to be a problem, then I'll glue it. Okay, and then from Mintay's Halloween book, I cut out this skull for it to be one of my embellishments. And I'm going to put that down here. And then I have this little jack-o'-lantern, and I put like the black soot around these two, because I want everything to look dingy. Okay. Oops. And I will get those little things off. Okay, so I put this one up on dimensionals, and I'm just going to put it here in front of the skull. And then I have the crow. I wanted the crow. He was on this jack-o'-lantern, so I thought, oh, I'll just use jack-o'-lantern too. Okay. I love the crow because they always look creepy. Maybe because I also seen the movie The Birds. Ah! Well, I guess I wanted some spatty bits, but I kept thinking I would like some spatty bits because it looks so cute on hers, but I didn't want any there. Okay. If it ends up looking too bad, I might have to add spatty bits. Okay, so I'm just putting this where he almost looks like he's kind of holding on to one of the strings. Maybe I'll put a dimensional right behind his head. Because his beak is up on that string twine. So I think maybe he needs a little, his head up there a little bit. Okay. Yep, I like that better. Okay, and he's not, it doesn't make him that dimensional. Okay, so was I gonna add some enamel dots or not? Let me see. Oh no, the husband heard me sing it. I mean, say it.
Sing it.
Okay, I kind of like some purple. You know, I like a little purple on my Halloween things. And do I have purple? I have a deep, deep blue. Oh, here's purple. Oh, I have one that's kind of glittery purple. Let me see what that looks like. Maybe I'll throw some of those around. Because you know, I could make it look creepier by having red on there, but I don't want any red on it. I want just the balloon to be red. So I think I'm gonna put some of these little sparkly ones. And I don't think I'm gonna use any big ones. I'm just gonna use these ones that are medium and smalls. And I like that they're sparkly. That's fun with Halloween. Oops. They're hard to get off when I leave them on the cardboard. But I think I'm going to pull it up because I'm going to put a couple up here too. I might kind of scatter them through the let's see, do I want any up by the title or up by the balloon? Maybe a couple up by the balloon. Let's see. I've got two more to just use up this one little set, so I might just put those on there and call it a day. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I think this was fun, even though it was pretty time consuming just putting down all the little flags. But that was pretty fun. I think it looks a little bit creepy. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. We'll have close-ups at the end. Remember, there's a link down below that will take you to all the people that are doing YouTube videos, and another one that takes you to all the still shots. And I usually put mine there every morning. Sometimes I forget to connect them to the video thing, but I try to do all that. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Oh, I forgot one thing. And I'm pretty sure I stuck, oh, yep, here. I was gonna put a little, just like a little highlight on the balloon so it looked more dimensional. And I think that's it right there. All right, maybe a little bit at the bottom. I don't know. Wherever I think the light will hit it. I said, I don't know. Wherever the light will hit it, it felt just like Bob Ross. All right, I think that's it. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.